Welcome to the Starborne Awakening Library. Tonight's story is The Lost Song. In a valley surrounded by gentle mountains stood a village unlike any other. Every evening, as the sun slipped below the hills, people gathered in the square to sing together. Young and old, farmers and teachers, children and grandparents. Their voices were different, yet somehow they always found harmony. Travelers often said the village felt brighter than anywhere else. No one knew whether it was the songs that made the people joyful or the joyful people who made the songs beautiful. Perhaps it was both. Then one difficult year, the harvest failed. Families worried, neighbors became busy. The evening gatherings grew smaller. One by one, people stopped coming. Soon, the songs disappeared. Life continued. Fields were planted. Children grew older. The village survived. But something invisible had gone quiet. Many years later, a young school teacher arrived to begin her first autumn. As she unpacked the classroom, she found an old leather notebook hidden inside a dusty cabinet. Its pages were filled with handwritten songs, simple melodies. Beside each one was a small note. For planting, for welcoming strangers, for celebrating new life, for saying goodbye. She asked the oldest woman in the village about the notebook. The woman smiled sadly. "We used to sing those." "What happened?" The old woman looked toward the empty village square. "We forgot." The teacher thought about that answer all night. The next morning, she taught one of the songs to her students. The melody was simple. By lunchtime, the children were humming it while they played. On the walk home, their parents heard it. Some smiled without knowing why. The following week, another song returned, then another. Soon, children were singing while carrying water, while sweeping porches, while walking to school. The melody spread quietly through the village, like spring rain soaking dry ground. One evening, an elderly carpenter heard a familiar tune drifting through an open window. He stopped walking, closed his eyes. Then softly, he began singing along. His neighbor heard him, then another. Without planning it, people slowly gathered in the village square. At first, only a few voices, then dozens. Before long, the entire square echoed with music that had been silent for years. No one sang perfectly. Some forgot the words. Some laughed halfway through the melody. Children invented new harmonies. Grandparents remembered old ones. The songs were different now, yet somehow they felt even more beautiful. Afterward, the oldest woman gently closed the little notebook. The young teacher asked, "So the songs were never really lost?" The old woman smiled. "No, they were waiting for someone to remember them." Years later, visitors once again traveled to hear the evening music. Many asked why the village seemed so peaceful. No one mentioned the notebook. Instead, they simply invited the travelers to join the singing, because songs like kindness grow stronger when they are shared. Some melodies never truly disappear. They live quietly within us, waiting for a familiar voice, a willing heart, or a single act of courage to bring them back into the world. For every human heart carries a song worth remembering. Sometimes all it needs is someone willing to sing the first note. Thank y'all kindly for tuning in. Until next time, keep a little room in your heart for wonder. Remember the light. Embody the light. Good night.